So, welcome back to another lecture. Yesterday I told you about adding new instructions. So, today we'll see one example for that. Adding JALR instruction, which is coming in I format. So, this explanation you should take it in a very general way. That means, how do we add a new instruction? That is the question we are addressing. The question is not implementing JALR alone. We are addressing the question in a generic way. As an example, we have taken JALR. That is the way you have to understand. So JALR has three arguments. Two registers and one immediate. So what it does, it jumps to the address obtained by adding $RS and immediate. Okay, so this RS plus immediate gives you the target address. And then you may ask, sir, what is the use of RD? RD is used to store the return address, so that after completing the procedure at the immediate at the address obtained by this addition, we will come back to the next instruction which follows JALR. Hope you understand. So what it does is it writes PC plus 4 to RD so that it can come back, and it sets the PC to the new value obtained by adding the immediate to the RS. Now let us think a moment, what are the requirements to send this get this done? What are the hardware required for this? So we have a write operation to PC. So PC plus 4 has to be written to register RD. So we must have a connection which comes back from PC plus 4 to register file, because all these registers are there in the register file. So register write should be made with PC plus value. In the current data path, there is no line that connects PC plus 4 back to the register file. If you look, you will find out. So we will have to add new lines to that, and then PC equal to register plus immediate. This has to be executed. So these two values should be fed to the ALU. Okay, so this is not a big deal because we already always feed these register values and immediate to the PC. But change has to be made at the output of the ALU. The output of the ALU has to be connected back to the multiplexer which switches the PC source. Okay, so the general steps are: think about the connection lines to be added, think about the new hardware to be added, and think about the new control lines required for the new instruction that we are going to add to the existing data path. Okay, with all these points in mind, you may have to pause the video here and think rather than simply watching it. Okay, so JALR opcode is here, 7 bits, immediate, and then it goes. It actually they have written in a different way. That's all. Now let us see how it is implemented. Here, this is another way of drawing, but it does the same thing. So look at the PC. PC is coming. PC has got two sources, the usual PC plus 4 and this ALU line. See, this line is the one which we have added, the output of the ALU. Okay, how do we get the output of ALU? That is RS plus immediate. So register RS1 is coming here, and then we have to add the immediate value. So immediate value is taken and that is also given here. Okay, so immediate plus RS is given and then the output is taken and it is going back to PC. Okay. Now, what happens to the RD, the return address? Return address is PC plus 4. So if you trace back, this PC plus 4 is routed through this multiplexer and it is coming back to the right back to the RD data register. Okay, so likewise this data path is implementing JALR. So what are the things we have added new? We have the new multiplexers have come, new input to the multiplexer has come, and then one new control line, write back select. So write back selects either this one. This is if you have a load instruction, the write back will be this line. If you have a branch instruction, the write back will be this one. Not one. If you have JLR, write back will be this one. If you have a normal instruction, write back will be this one, PC plus 4. Okay. So likewise, you can look at this data path, spend some time and see how JALR is implemented. Most of the time we may not require major hardware. We may have to add one more input to an existing multiplexer, or some minor changes will be required. Okay. So first step is understand what this instruction is doing, then make the connections accordingly. That's all. I'll show you one more instruction which works similarly. Implementing JAL, jump and link instruction. So JAL is also similar to JALR, but it operates in a different way. So JAL saves PC plus 4 in register RD, the return address. Then PC equal to PC plus offset. There is no register content in finding the new PC value. Okay, so the location of the subroutine or the function is found relative to PC. PC equal to PC plus offset. In earlier case, it was PC equal to RS plus immediate. Okay, you have to clearly understand the way in which the new value of PC is computed for JAL and JALR. Okay. So this is how JAL instruction. Okay, so JAL says PC plus 4 in register D, one register is given, and then the return, and then you are going ahead with the calculation of PC plus PC offset. Okay. So how many values are there for here the offset? Immediate is coming from 12 to 31. So this immediate value will be added to PC. Okay, so this will be 2 power 9 locations, because you have got 19 bits leaving, 12 bits for opcode and RD. So up to this we have consumed 12 bits. From here onwards you have got 0 to 6 and 7 to 11. All remaining bits are immediate. Offset 20 bits. Offset is from with position 1 to 20. Okay, now so when we see the execution, we'll understand it more. So JAL. So here also the ALU input is going to the mux, which could be the sum of PC. You can trace the line and find out how it gets the correct value. Okay. So usually in our written kind of exams, we used to ask questions, draw the modified data path. In our online setup, I do not know how we can do this question, but we must understand it. We may ask you as an assignment, or you have to draw the entire data path and take a photo and send in half an hour, like that. Okay. So that's about adding new instruction. You have more details here. If you follow this, you will understand. And similar examples are there. Upper immediate instruction, LUI, load upper immediate. This also you can go through and understand. This contains a lot of such examples. So you can AUI PC also. You can, this instruction you need not study. This LUI you can study, load upper immediate. Okay. So spend some time on this video and slide set, and I'll share you the link to the slides in the description. So the takeaway message is, how are we going to add new instruction? Okay. So this is the same question asked in a different university in a slightly different manner. So modify the data path to implement JLR. Now they have given you option, are you going to make it as R type or I type and so on. So you can read this, and from the diagram itself you can see you are taking one read register which is going to be the PC value, and then will be the output will be written, the PC plus 4 value is written into the register mem to new input is added. So I'm not explaining much details. You have to tell me why this line is here, what is the purpose of this line, what is the use of this line, etc. after understanding this. So the link to this document will also be there in the description. You write as whatever you want and learn. So we will not learn anything else in today's hour, because data path has to be clearly studied before we move ahead. Okay, thank you.